Have you ever felt like you're living two lives? One that the world sees, and one that stays buried so deep, even you sometimes forget it's there? For INFJs, the rarest personality type, this isn't just a feeling, it's a survival tactic. Today, we're diving into the hidden world of INFJs and unraveling why they guard their true selves like a dragon guards treasure. What makes them build walls instead of bridges? And what happens when they finally let those walls crumble? 1. The INFJ paradox, craving depth but fearing exposure. INFJs are a walking contradiction. They want real connections, the kind that crack open souls and spill truth like confetti. But here's the twist. The closer someone gets, the faster the INFJ runs. Why? Imagine having a mind that's a mix of a poet, a therapist, and a philosopher. They see beauty in brokenness, meaning in chaos, and hope in darkness. But sharing that depth? Terrifying. They've been called too serious or weird too many times. So they lock their true thoughts away, sharing just enough to seem normal. It's like showing someone a single page of a 1,000-page novel and praying they don't ask to read the rest. 2. I'll just be too much. The fear of overwhelming others. INFJs don't just think, they feel in 4K. A sunset isn't just pretty. It's a metaphor for life's fleeting moments. A friend's breakup isn't just sad. It's a lesson about love and loss. But here's the problem. When they've tried sharing these layers before, people often stare blankly or say, "You're overcomplicating things." So, INFJs learn to shrink. They turn their fiery passions into embers, their soul-deep questions into small talk. It's not that they want to hide, they just don't want to watch another person's eyes glaze over when they mention the meaning of existence again. 3. Empathy as a double-edged sword. If empathy were a superpower, INFJs would be superheroes. They don't just understand your pain, they absorb it. Your tears become theirs. Your joy fuels their heart. But this gift comes with a curse. They're so busy tuning into your emotions, they forget to check their own. Imagine being a human radio, constantly scanning for others' frequencies, but never playing your own song. Over time, they lose their voice. They'll ask, "How are you?" but dread the day someone asks them the same. What their answer is too heavy, too messy, so they smile and say, "I'm fine," even when they're drowning. 4. The ghosts of past hurts. I opened up once, never again. Let's rewind to a moment every INFJ remembers. The time they trusted someone with their raw, unfiltered self. Maybe it was a lover, a friend, or a parent. They handed over their heart like a fragile glass orb and watched it drop. The criticism cut deep. "You're too sensitive. Why can't you just be happy?" Now, those words echo in their mind like a broken record. So, they build a fortress. Better to be loved for a lie, they think, than rejected for the truth. They'd rather play a side character in your story than risk being the protagonist who gets canceled. 5. The burden of seeing what others miss. INFJs notice everything. The way your voice shakes when you say, "I'm okay." The hidden anger behind a coworker's joke. While others see a rainy day, INFJs see a metaphor for unspoken grief. But constantly reading between the lines is exhausting. It's like watching a movie while also analyzing the director's motives, the actor's insecurities, and the soundtrack's hidden messages. So they pretend. They laugh at surface-level jokes and nod at small talk, screaming inside, "Don't you see there's more to this?" But speaking up, that's a one-way ticket to being labeled paranoid or overthinker. 6. The trap of perfectionism. I'll share myself when I'm ready. INFJs don't just want to be understood. They want to be understood perfectly. So they edit their thoughts like a novelist on a deadline. Too vague, they'll say deleting a text. Too dramatic, they'll think erasing a journal entry. They wait for a mythical day when their words will match the symphony in their soul. But that day never comes. Their truth stays trapped, polished to perfection, but never shared. It's like baking a masterpiece cake and eating it alone in the dark. 7. Cultural scripts. Nice people don't rock the boat. From childhood, INFJs are praised for being selfless and easygoing. They learn to swallow their opinions like bitter pills. At family dinners, they nod while relatives rant about politics. In friendships, they bite their tongue when values clash. It's not that they don't care, they care too much. Conflict feels like setting off a bomb in a glass room. So, they play the role of the good listener, stuffing their fiery convictions into a mental drawer. But resentment builds. One day, they'll open that drawer and find a volcano. 8. The sanctuary of solitude. Why alone time equals survival. For INFJs, solitude isn't loneliness, it's oxygen. After hours of socializing, even with people they love, their energy tanks hit zero. They retreat to their cave, a cozy room, a long walk, or a bubble bath to piece themselves back together. But here's the kicker. Others often mistake this for coldness. Why are you ignoring me? A partner might ask. The INFJ wants to scream, I'm not. I'm just trying not to disappear. But explaining feels exhausting, so they whisper, I just need some space, hoping it's enough. 9. The fear of losing control. INFJs are master planners. They've got backup plans for their backup plans. But vulnerability? That's chaos. Letting someone in means handing them a remote control to their heart. What if that person changes the channel? Skips their favorite scenes? So, they stay in control. They'll share just enough to seem open, but keep the core of their soul under lock and key. It's safer to be a mystery than a mess. 10. The Messiah complex. I must save everyone, even for myself. Many INFJs unknowingly play the hero. They'll stay up till 3 a.m. calming a friend's anxiety, donate their last dollar to a stranger, or absorb a family member's stress. But their own problems? Not important, they'll say. Asking for help feels like burdening others, so they bury their pain. They become martyrs to their silence, crumbling under the weight of unshed tears and unspoken fears. 11. The mask of adaptability. Chameleons in plain sight. INFJs are masters of blending in. At a party, they'll morph into whatever the group needs, the listener, the comedian, the peacemaker. They'll laugh at jokes they don't find funny and nod at opinions they don't share. It's not fake, it's self-defense. They'd rather wear a mask than face rejection. But deep down, they ache for someone to say, take it off. I want to see you. 12. The glimmer of hope. When INFJs choose to shine. But here's the magic. When an INFJ finds someone safe, someone who doesn't flinch at their darkness or shy from their light, they bloom. Slowly, they'll share a poem they wrote at 2 a.m., a childhood memory that still haunts them, a dream they're too scared to chase. It's messy, it's terrifying, but in those moments, their hidden self isn't a shadow, it's a supernova, and the world becomes brighter because of it. Conclusion. INFJs hide not because they're broken, but because their light is too bright for a world that often prefers the dim. But here's the truth. The world needs their depth, their empathy, their fire. To every INFJ watching, your silence isn't a weakness, it's a choice. And when you're ready to choose you, to let your truth roar instead of whisper, the world will stop. It will listen, because your story isn't too much, it's everything. And to those who love an INFJ, be the safe place they've been searching for. Hold their chaos gently. Their light is worth the wait.